Welcome to this edition of Titan News. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Autumn. Stay here with us as we bring you information about the people and events held throughout our school.
On December 10th, Lorain High School Specialty Gifts and Awards held their annual open house. The store of unique gifts is student-operated, providing valuable work and life skills. This successful day including a raffles with CAF tickets, One Direction tickets, and a Johnny Football autographed helmet. Some special guests were able to make it despite their busy schedules, including Mayor Chase Rittenhour and Santa Claus. They are open through December 19th. Call 282-9019 for more information and hours. Come and take care of those on your Christmas list.
On December 9th, Lorain High held their annual National Honor Society induction ceremony. The National Honor Society, or NHS, is the nation's premier organization established to recognize outstanding high school students. More than just an honor roll, NHS serves to honor those students who have demonstrated excellence in the areas of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Congratulations to those students who were inducted.
Mr. DeWitt's audio engineering program is working on creating a cover version of the popular classic song, Lowrider. Lowrider is a written song by the band War and producer Jerry Goldstein, which appeared on the album Why Can't We Just Be Friends? Song's most distinguishable feature is its driving bass line, which is present for nearly all the song. Here is some video of the class recording tracks of the song and student from the class.
Alright, what we were doing here, we were recreating the song Lowrider, and we all did individual parts. I was mixing down, recreating all the tracks for everything. John played the bass, Jamal here did all the drums for everything. What we originally did, we just had them all listen to the song. We had one kid play the cowbell, Jaleel. He played the cowbell for the intro, so it would help them find their place to know when to start. And then John and Jamal John just did the simple riff the whole entire song, and then Jamal here just did the drum part with a couple of fill-ins, because Jamal likes to jazz things up a bit, which was actually really good. Thank you. And I just sat here, made sure everything was all right, everything was leveled out. We have to make sure everything's at a certain level, so if it gets into the red, it's not any good. And we would have to re-record everything. And the last time we recorded it with the two for the first time, all this was in red and it wasn't any good. So we had to do it a second time, which was way better. And John and Jamal did way better the second time than they did the first time. I personally do have a career interest in this. It's something I've always been interested in. That's why I'm obviously taking this class. And maybe after high school I go to college to further my education in this, to possibly go and do more stuff like this with different artists of different types of genres, like rock, rap, R&B, jazz, other types of genres, to kind of expand myself and everything. This is actually really good help, and it helps me out a lot.
So my name is John Polander, and basically all I did is I had Mr. DeWitt give me an amp cord and I laid down the bass line. And he taught me it about 3 or 4 days ago, and I just learned it and played it for him.
Okay. Hey.
I do play for enjoyment, and I also play. Sometimes we do band after school, so we learn different songs. Then we played on the talent show last year. You know, we love to come practice every week and stuff, and love to learn all of our different you know, lines and stuff. Then we come and play it, and it sounds really good when we get to play it all together, and you know, have a good time just doing what we like doing, playing instruments. So.
My name's Jaleel Ross, and basically what we did here, we created our own rendition of Lowrider. Some people may not know the song, but I personally knew the song from the show George Lopez, and that's how I already knew how to play the cowbell because it's so significant in the song. Basically what I did was, in the beginning of the song, that's all you hear is the cowbell, and it helped the other artists start the song.
This is Jamal Robinson, and I played the drums for Lowrider. Basically what we did was we just did our own version of Lowrider with me on drums, because you know I'm always being that guy doing what I want to do on drums, you know, jazzing it up a little bit. And I mean, it was a great experience to do this with fellow classmates, you know, with John on the bass, had Jaleel on the cowbell, had various other classmates doing certain things like the shaker, the tambourine, like my friend Roderick and Julie, and got a guitar right here. And it's just, I feel real honored to play, because he didn't ask me to play, and I just feel real honored. And I thank Mr. DeWitt for that.
Thank you, Mr. DeWitt, for letting us see this cool project. We can't wait to hear when it is finished.
The Lorain High Titans recently completed one of the most successful seasons of football. The football team recently held their awards ceremony, and Sterling Jeffries was able to talk to Coach McFarland about the past season.
Welcome to Titan News. I'm Sterling Jeffries here at head coach, Coach McFarland. Welcome to the show, Coach. How are you doing today?
I'm grateful to be here.
So we're here to talk about the 2014 season. So how does it feel to come to Lorain and exceed expectations after many years of bad luck?
Well, as far as you and I know, we came together,
Yeah.
and our expectations were high, and it was a great year, and because of seniors like you and the other seniors, and you know, we set the goals high, and you know, sometimes I think if you expect more out of yourself and out of your teammates, you can reach those goals.
So now that's the off season, and guys are in other sports like basketball, wrestling, etc. How early do you think get in the weight room? How early do you think you'll be getting in the weight room and getting the program started?
Well, first of all, I hope that everybody saw when they went to Mentor that we can be just as good as Mentor. We can be just as good as Avon here at Lorain. Our first thing is we want every kid to play another sport, get in the school play, get in the activities at our school, be part of the student government, those kinds of things. That's our first priority, get involved. The kids that are not involved, we want to gather them up and get them in a positive program with, like our weightlifting program. So tonight at the banquet, the kids that are not involved in winter sports and in other activities, we're going to encourage them to start getting in the weight room.
Going into 2015 and getting a new group of seniors, who are you looking to for leadership going onto the season?
Well, you know, you kind of find that out as you go, starting in the off-season program, and you're watching as they go. But obviously, you know, Kenny Washington's been here for a little while, and Sam McGuigan and Josh Fenn and KD. Along with all those seniors, you know, we want all the seniors to be leaders. But those guys are not involved in, they've kind of come up to me and have been involved in setting some goals for next year about academics and service in our community. They've got some great ideas about giving back to Lorain a little bit. And then, of course, our football program.
Looking forward, short-term, long-term, what's your expectations and goals you're going to set for Lorain High football in the coming years?
Well, we want everybody to know that Lorain football and the Lorain football players are guys like you that are going to BG, and I'm proud of that, and guys that have great character and are doing the right things in our school and our community and giving back a little bit. We put together a group of men as coaches that really wanted to put football as second and working with young men as first. And so our first program goal is that people start to look at Lorain football and say, I'd like my kid to play for that school. Those kids are doing the right things. Obviously, we want to win, and we want to win the LEL, and we want to make it back to the state playoffs and win in the state playoffs.
Well, Coach, thank you for coming out and joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Sterling Jeffries. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Sterling, for a great interview. We wish Coach McFarland and the team success next season.
Basketball season is here. Recently, Titans News had a chance to talk with Coach Rossitano about the upcoming season.
I'm Sterling Jeffries from Titan News here at Coach Ross' Lorain High boys basketball team. Thanks for coming out today, Coach.
Good to be here.
So, how was the Wilmington College tournament?
You know, we went down to Wilmington College. We got invited to a one-game showcase with some of the top teams in Ohio, and we were matched up with a team out of Newark, Ohio, who was ranked 4th in the greater Columbus area. And we played really, really well. We ended up winning by 2, and the kids had a great time. It was a time of bonding. And obviously, when you come out with a win against a really good team, it's always a really good experience for us.
With guys like Rashad Berry, Devon Andrews, and Eddie Williamson, the guys that have been playing varsity a couple years now, who are some younger kids you're looking to step up this year and make a name for themselves?
Well, you know, we need all the guys to step up because we got 10 guys on the team and we're expecting all 10 to play. But some of the younger guys are a 6'7" kid by the name of Anthony Smothers. We're counting on a lot of big things from him. A junior, Nazahar Bohannon, a 6'5" sophomore who played some last year, who was doing real well. Jamal Ross, Kevin Davis, Davier Andrews, younger brother of Devon, and Charles Pierre Lewis. We're counting on all these guys to have big seasons for us, and you know, it takes a total team to win and be successful, and we're counting on all 10 to do really well this year.
And being a top team in Northeast Ohio, how's the kids been dealing with all the hype?
Well, I mean, it's early yet. I mean, we've only played a couple games, and to me, there's no hype. All the hype starts when you start winning a lot of games and doing the right thing on the court and in the classroom. And I think the kids are excited that they know they can be very good, and I think that's where the hype's coming from, that they know they have a chance to be really good. And them kind of things are important, but I think it's important to also take one game at a time and handle successes as they come.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight and the rest of the season. And back to the studio.
Thanks again, Sterling, for a great interview. You are the go-to sports reporter. Hoping the boys basketball team has a great season.
Lorain High's motto UN is back. The former championship school has returned. Lorain High School's motto United Nations was one of the best in the state just a few years ago. The motto UN is a group that emulates the United Nations in New York. Several schools in the region have this program. These high schools came together to debate relevant topics from the United Nations agenda. Helping the students learn the fine art of debate are from the alumni from the program before it ended. Best of luck to you, Motto UN members. Our show is named Titan News, and we naturally focus mainly on the people and activities at Lorain High. But we would also like to mention some of the other great things happening in Lorain City Schools and our city. Well, recently, Longfellow Middle School's robotics team, named Cronus, competed in their first ever competition. They made the quarterfinals and were finalists for the Excellence Award.
The 5th annual TRECA and OSU sponsored event was the largest ever held in Ohio at Ohio State University. The 5th annual TRECA and OSU sponsored event was the largest ever held in Ohio at Ohio State University. They finished 13th out of 38 total middle and high school teams from around the states of Ohio. In the skills competition, they were 4th in programming and 8th for driving control. The Cronus robotics team are advised by Longfellow technology teacher Deb Hansen. Their next competition will be January 10th at North Union Middle School in Richwood, Ohio. Great job, Longfellow.
Well, that is all we have for this edition of Titan News. I'm Autumn.
And I'm Alexis. For all of us here at Titans News, have a wonderful break and